The price of XRP is on the verge of a massive surge, even though at first glance the crypto market might make you doubt it, but crypto experts really know what they're talking about, especially now that the largest crypto exchange in the world, Coinbase, is taking serious steps to support Ripple. This could be one of the most bullish signals we've ever seen. Some experts are even predicting XRP, Ripple coin, could reach $58,000. Sounds pretty cool, right? But this is just the beginning. Let's break it down step by step. Disclaimer: Coinbase is charging into the XRP scene like never before, and it could mark a turning point, not just for Ripple, but for how institutional finance approaches one of crypto's most controversial and resilient digital assets. So Coinbase has formally filed with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission to self-certify an XRP futures product. This futures contract, scheduled to go live on April 21st, will be listed on Coinbase derivatives and represent 500 units of XRP. The product will be priced using a benchmark developed with Market Vector, a firm that also collaborated with Coinbase on its Coin 50 index fund. This move is not random. Coinbase has stated that the maturity and depth of XRP markets played a key role in the decision to go ahead, and more importantly, Coinbase engaged with market participants and registered intermediaries before filing, meaning the groundwork was laid with serious players and no major objections were music raised. That's not just a product launch. It's a vote of confidence in XRP's future from a company that helped define the digital asset space in the US. While Coinbase's announcement made waves, it's part of a bigger trend. Bitnomial, a lesser-known but fully regulated US exchange, launched its own XRP futures in March 2025, becoming the first to do so. Their contract is physically settled, meaning the exchange directly handles XRP instead of cash equivalents. Around the same time, Bitnomial resolved its legal issues with the SEC, citing a shift in the regulatory climate. That timing wasn't accidental. It reflects growing momentum for XRP in 2018, the US derivatives market, and broader institutional circles. Amid all this, Ripple has continued to push its vision forward. CEO Brad Garlinghouse recently spoke about XRP being considered for the US government's strategic crypto reserve, and more crucially hinted at spot XRP ETFs being on the horizon. Garlinghouse said he believes the approval of an XRP ETF is not a matter of if, but when. That confidence is rooted in recent SEC behavior. The agency dropped its appeal against Ripple and has acknowledged multiple XRP-related ETF filings. After years of legal gridlock, we're now witnessing the foundations of a regulated future for XRP. So what exactly is an ETF, and why does it matter for XRP? Think of an ETF, an exchange-rated fund, like a vending machine for assets. Instead of directly owning XRP and storing it in a wallet, you could buy shares of an XRP ETF on the stock market. It's easy, regulated, and accessible to pension funds, retirement accounts, and massive institutional portfolios. That's why Bitcoin's price surged after the approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs, because it unlocked an entirely new kind of money flow into the space. If an XRP ETF is approved, it could open the floodgates for traditional finance to pour into Ripple's ecosystem. Coinbase's entrance into the XRP futures market isn't just another listing. It's an essential building block in creating this institutional highway. By offering a regulated futures product, Coinbase is signaling to Wall Street that XRP is ready for prime time. Futures contracts drive liquidity, and liquidity draws interest. When interest grows in a regulated environment, price often follows. And unlike in 2020, when XRP was being delisted and dismissed, the tide has turned. Now it's being embraced, legitimized, and quietly positioned as a key asset for the next chapter in crypto. Coinbase's involvement adds enormous credibility. It's one of the only crypto platforms trusted by both retail and institutional players. With their infrastructure, compliance, experience, and reputation, any move Coinbase makes in the XRP space carries weight. The fact that they're laying this kind of groundwork suggests they believe XRP's next big move is not just speculative, it's structural, and it's only getting more interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, while the entire crypto market has taken a hit, there's a growing buzz that XRP might be the one coin ready to defy the trend. Experts aren't just hopeful, they're convinced that what's coming next for Ripple could shock even the most seasoned investors. With Coinbase stepping in, we might be on the verge of a breakout that no one saw coming. So stick around because what happens next with XRP could change everything. So XRP isn't just surviving this market, it's thriving in spirit, hype, and raw potential. The community is louder than ever, and belief in XRP's utility is reaching new heights. Crypto influencer XRP Dragon said it best. XRPI is the biggest USA-based digital asset. That's not just pride talking. It's a statement loaded with implications. While the crypto spotlight often shines on Bitcoin and Ethereum, XRP is building something deeper, real-world infrastructure for global finance. It's the bridge between traditional banking and blockchain, a role many believe no other coin can replicate. And then there's Steph, who didn't hold back in her tweet. Nothing stops XRP. Don't let them take the next Lambo from you. That's the kind of energy pulsing through the XRP army right now, with the legal storm behind Ripple Coinbase, charging full speed into XRP derivatives and rumors of ETFs on the horizon. The road ahead looks more like a launch pad. But the price predictions, that's where things get wild. Remy Relief dropped a bombshell tweeting, XRP is going to $10,000 come rain or shine. Sounds insane at first until you dig deeper. This isn't just Moonboy hype. Remy's confidence comes from XRP's unmatched utility, a token not designed to sit in a cold wallet collecting dust, but to move value across borders instantly at a fraction of a cent. As he put it, if you think BTC with no use case can go to $100,000, and XRP that will run the world can't, I got news for you. And it's not just Remy John Squire echoed that confidence, stating XRP to $10,000 isn't a dream. This shows why XRP plays by different rules. This is real utility. Now that last point about the market cap myth is crucial. Traditional thinking says XRP can't hit 5 or even 4 digits without blowing past the market cap of the entire global economy. But XRP bulls argue that this logic doesn't hold when you factor in on-demand liquidity, real-time utility, and the role XRP could play in central bank digital currency systems. Unlike speculative tokens, XRP is built to move, not just sit. Then there's CryptoGeek, who raised eyebrows with his tweet claiming, Forbes predicted XRP will skyrocket to $58,000 per token. Whether or not that prediction holds water, it captures the raw belief in XRP's future. At this point, the XRP community isn't just hoping, they're preparing. So yes, while the broader market might be shaky, XRP isn't slowing down. The community's confidence, the institutional momentum, and the increasing media coverage all point to one thing: XRP's story is far from over. In fact, the most exciting chapter might just be beginning. And since partnerships are so crucial to XRP and Ripple's explosive growth, let's dive into what's really happening behind the scenes, because trust me, there's a level of madness unfolding right now that most people haven't even noticed. Global banks, massive institutions, secret trials. This isn't just hype, it's the blueprint for a financial revolution. What you're about to hear could change the way you see XRP forever. So let's unpack what's happening here, because this isn't just a standard financial report. It's a bold signal of how Ripple's XRP is transitioning from a speculative asset to a foundational pillar of global finance. SBI Holdings, one of Ripple's most influential partners, just pulled back the curtain on XRP's real-time circulation and its evolving utility across borders. Their latest financial statement flew under the radar until the XRP community's own Wrath of Kahneman spotlighted it on X, igniting discussions across crypto circles. The revelations are game-changing. Recently, roughly 57 billion XRP are in active circulation out of the 100 billion total supply. Meanwhile, over 13 million XRP have already been burned through the XRP ledger's fee structure, an elegant design choice that prevents spam and increases scarcity over time. Ripple, for its part, holds nearly 5 billion XRP with an enormous 37.43 billion locked in escrow. That escrow system is crucial because it means XRP isn't just being dumped into the market, it's released in a measured, predictable way. This is Ripple's built-in stability feature, and it reinforces investor confidence by keeping inflation in check. And here's where things get even more interesting. SBI has been distributing XRP as part of its shareholder benefits program since 2020. What started as modest payouts, 796 XRP total, equating to around 8,000 Japanese yen at the time, has ballooned in value. Those same distributions are now worth over 354 yen per XRP. That's a 7 times increase and a clear demonstration of how XRP's price has evolved as it gains real-world traction. This isn't just about numbers, it's about momentum. SBI and Ripple's alliance dates back to 2012, and it's only deepened with time. Today, SBI owns 9% of Ripple, making it Ripple's largest external shareholder. Their joint venture SBI Ripple Asia is pioneering remittance infrastructure in the Asia-Pacific region, an area with massive cross-border payment needs. In 2021, they made history by launching Japan's first XRP-powered international remittance service. And that was just the beginning. What's quietly happening here is a test run for global adoption. These aren't hypothetical partnerships, they're real regulated systems.